Welcome back, everybody. We're back in the garage tonight, and I wanted to show you something. Right behind me, right there on the bench, is a bunch of tools that I just got, and I wanted to show them to you. I'll tell you where I got them and how much I paid for them. Before I do all that, let's talk about tools. Now, tools are expensive. No matter if you're doing this professionally or as a hobby, tools are expensive. You can get away with some of the cheaper, well, I wouldn't say cheaper, the less expensive tools. But if you're gonna do this the right way, you need the right tool. And a lot of times, the more expensive tool is the right tool. I've been doing this for about 30 years, and if I told you the amount of money that I've spent on tools, you wouldn't believe me, because I don't believe it. So in the 30 years that I've been doing this, I think I spent close to $100,000, if not more. There's no receipts for me to show you, but I'm pretty sure it was that much. I got two sets of tools, one at work, one here, because I do work at both places. Now here at home, I don't have a lot of Snap-on stuff. A lot of the Snap-on stuff I keep at work because that's how I keep the lights on, so I want the right tools. So when I come across some of the Snap-on stuff, I buy it up. Now, if you're not familiar with the Snap-on stuff, Snap-on is top dog. Snap-on makes some of the best quality tools out there, but they come with a hefty price tag. Like I said, you can get away with some of the Craftsman stuff, some Harbor Freight stuff. Some, I think Milwaukee's making stuff nowadays. Husky's pretty good. So you can get away with some of that stuff. But in my experience, if you want to do the job correctly, you need the good tool. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I have here in my toolbox. I have a mixed match of Craftsman, Snap-on, Mac, all kinds of stuff, right? So like I was saying, when I find a good set of tools at a good price, especially if they're Snap-on, I scoop them up. This set right here, I actually got lucky. I was at an estate sale, and it wasn't like, it didn't look like they had tools, but I walked into the garage, and there was a whole toolbox there. And if you've ever been to estate sales or yard sales, usually that's the first thing to go is the tools. So I started sifting through the toolbox, and then lo and behold, there's a Snap-on, all kinds of Snap-on tools. So I started asking the people selling, and they're like, yeah, we can give you a deal on all of it. So I started taking it out. I made a big pile, and then I purchased it. And I'm going to go ahead and show them to you. But first, let's see what's in my toolbox. And then I'll show you some of the differences between the less expensive tool and the pricier tool, just so you can see why you're paying that premium. All right, let's check it out. Here's what I got in my toolbox. In my wrench drawer, I have a bunch of specialty stuff. Then your standard sets, your metric set, and you can tell they're Craftsman. I have some Snap-on here, missing a few, and my specialty stuff. Now, back in the day, you can buy this set of Craftsman wrenches, and they were about, I don't know, $60, $70 for the set. I had a full set of Craftsman here, but I started replacing them with Snap-on. But the Snap-on set, if you were to buy that thing, it was way more expensive for the Snap-on set. My socket drawer here, now here's where I spent some money. I got a couple torque wrenches here, and they're Snap-on. These sockets are all Snap-on. These are Mac. These are Mac and Snap-on. Those are Craftsman. These are Snap-on. And those are Snap-on. Now in this drawer, I spent a lot of money because I wanted Snap-on and Mac stuff. I mean, there's a few here that aren't Snap-on and Mac. I think this is a, I don't know where this is from. But the majority of them, oh no, that's another one. Let's get to Snap-on stuff. All right, here we go. There's a Snap-on socket. Some of these, most of these are Snap-on. Yep, Snap-on. But these work great. See, this is, you can tell the quality of the stuff. See how thick this wall is? Now, when you're doing impact stuff, that makes a big difference compared to the ones that aren't Snap-on. See how thin the wall is? This helps when you're taking fasteners off, the thicker wall, because it puts all that impact into that fastener. So that's one of the reasons why you're spending more money for the Snap-on compared to the whatever this is. I think I bought this at O'Reilly's. So that's some of the stuff I have in my socket drawer. Here we have a Craftsman wrench. Here we have a Snap-on wrench. They're both 3/4 inch wrenches, and I'll show you the subtle differences in these and why this one is $100 and this one is $17. Now, if you look just at the head of them, see how the Snap-on wrench is just angled just a little bit more in that direction? See how the Snap-on wrench is just a little bit longer? Now, these are comparable. These two wrenches are it would be like if you these are the ones that you buy compared to, like, if they say, oh, buy the Craftsman wrench compared to the Snap-on wrench, this is how they compare them. So you can tell that one's longer than the other, and that length actually helps you with the torque when you're taking fasteners off, right? Now these you really can't tell on video, but this one is machined way better than this one, and it's thinner, so you can get it in tight places. Same thing with how thick they are. This one is thicker, this one is thinner. Now, believe it or not, that gives you a great advantage when you're working and trying to make some money. This helps you do the job quicker, do the job correctly, and get on to the next job. Now, here's what I bought at the estate sale. Here's some of the 1/4-inch sets that I bought. These sockets right here are ridiculously expensive. I have the metric set. This is the standard set. And I lost one of these one time. And when I bought it, it was 58 bucks just for the one. So I'll see if I can find it, and I'll put on the screen how much that set is. These little torque bits. It's not a set, but it's like the ones you use the most, the T20, the T25. There's some snap-on sockets here. There's a little snap-on socket wrench here. There's some other snap-on sockets here and there. This, if you guys don't know what this is a spark plug wire puller. I got this cool butane torch, this snap-on test lights, this little airbag, got some butane. This it's a Mac like dent dealie that comes in handy every once in a while. I have this full set right here. Actually, it's not a full set, it's missing a few, but these are all snap-on from what size is this? Let's see. Can't see it. 6/32 all the way to 1 inch. Some specialty ones here and there. I have extras. These are specialty wrenches. These are snap-on set. They're an older set, but these work kind of cool. Another ratchet. These 3/8 swivel sockets. Now I like these. Well, this is a Matco set. The reason I like this snap-on is because if you can see, they don't have a pin. Usually there's a pin here, like on this one. Let's see if you can see it right there. You see that pin? These without the pin seem to have more torque in them when you go to take something off. I've taken off, well, like say this is a 9/16 right here. I've taken off 9/16 like studs out with a 1/4 inch and an extension because these work so good. They apply a lot of torque to the fastener. That's why I like those. We have some pliers here. These are snap-on. These are snap-on. These are Blue Point. These right here are amazing set of pliers. If you don't have one, you don't have some, you should get you some. These apply all kinds of grip to your fastener when you're taking things off. Now we move on to the 1/2-inch stuff. It's a couple 1/2-inch extensions, 1/2-inch sockets. There's a whole set of 1/2-inch sockets here. These swivel sockets that I was talking about earlier. See how they're missing that pin? Well, that one has it. That must be an older one. But they apply all kinds of torque to your fastener, and I love those. Here's another little socket set. Here's some extensions. Here's a couple of ratchets, 1/2-inch ratchets, some 3/8 ratchets. Now these I was real excited about. These I love these screwdrivers. I love the grip on these screwdrivers, and they don't make these nowadays. Snap-on stopped making this style screwdriver with this grip, and I love these. And I remember back in the day, see how these are yellow, and those are blue, and these are black. So you can buy these. You can color coordinate your screwdriver set. Yellow, orange, red. They had all kinds of colors. I got a full set of the yellow ones, some of the blue ones. I have all these black ones, and it looks like there's a lot of flat blade screwdrivers. This poker set right here, for poking stuff and getting seals out, and these torque spits right here. So all in all, I paid $500 for all of these tools. Well, there it is, guys. That's my toolbox, and that's the new tools that I bought. Now you can say, well, $500 is still very expensive for tools. Yeah, you're right. But if I were to price all those tools individually, it would be way more than $500, and they're snap-on tools, so they're gonna last forever. The set of wrenches that I have at work, which even back in the 90s, if you guys remember the 90s. That set was $400 in the 90s, right? And now, I mean, I'll put it up there. Now they're a lot more expensive, but they've been around since the 90s. Now I've lost here and there a few, but they last forever, and they work like they should. They work properly. They do what they're designed to do. They fit the fastener correctly, and you can get stuff off easier. Like I showed you in another one, they're angled a certain way, they're built a certain way. So that's why I enjoy buying Snap-on tools when I get the chance. Like I said, I lucked out at this estate sale because nobody was looking at toolbox, and I did. But anyways, if you think I'm crazy for spending so much money on used tools, go ahead and let me know in the comment. If you think I'm a genius, also let me know. Thank you very much for watching again, and if you like the content, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.